Alright, Shalom, giving all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Makak. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone that taught me this truth that rule well. Shalom to the elect, scattered through the four corners of the earth. My name is Quadash Payah, and I have an article, as you can see here. I did come across this headline from elsewhere. Some brothers I posted it on different social media platforms. I seen the beloved elder apostle Tahar go into it as well, and this was the article, and it says Israel considering U.S. firm for biometric screening of Palestinians in Gaza. And so it's not only in Gaza where where it's destroyed and they trying to bring in aid, quote unquote. You know, look what happened to Hawaii, how that part of the region was destroyed, and now they trying to rebuild it. You know, what's that called? They're so-called basically putting in aid to fix it back up, you know, for these what? For these 15-minute cities in these different states, different countries, you know? What you think these wildfires has been going on? So, something called problem, reaction, solution, you know? And that's all part of the agenda to bring in this NWO, you know? And I have a short video. I'm gonna put it in my backup channel, you know, going into it. And not everybody is, you know, down for the cause, so to speak. People are actually speaking against it, how it's inconvenient, you know? And it's all for this up and coming MOTB, this new digital currency, because that's why they're speaking about the biometric screenings, you know, and including it into these cities, 15-minute cities, which they're saying that it's to fight, you know, climate. You know what I mean? But it says, matter of fact, before I even read some of the article, I just want to bring out this precept real quick. In the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 12, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and established a city by iniquity. So they go destroy places and then, you know, act like it was a natural disaster, which we know what type of weapons these elites has, right? By the modifications. But anyway, and then they want to swoop in and try to bring in donations, aid, you know, being charitable all of a sudden. Why is that? Well, because they're the one that caused it, and you know, it's all part of that NWO. Basically, in with the new, in with the new, right? Out with the old, so to speak. However they say it, you know. But they're not gonna establish it. Why? Because it says, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood," meaning destruction is gonna come upon them that is building and establishing a city by blood and iniquity, man. You know? But it says, Israel is considering a plan to deploy private U.S. logistics and security companies to create a gated community in Gaza where Palestinians will be subjected to biometric screenings to receive aid, according to media reports. So they got to go through this biometric screening to receive aid in the land that was stolen from them. Ain't that some shit? Well, showing you the enemy, man, who the enemy is. Never trust the enemy. And we know their scriptures say what? We are not ignorant of Satan's devices. You know? So I'm gonna bring out another precept real quick, because that's crazy. This is the book of, let's go to the book of Job, chapter 5. I'm going to read verse 12. It says, He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And when you look up that word enterprise in a regular Google search, right? It goes into a project or undertaking, typically one that is difficult or requires effort, a joint enterprise between French and Japanese companies. So that's how the U.S. and different European countries are coming together to bring in these enterprises, these different 15-minute cities, and people being scanned by biometrics so they could be in a digital system for digital IDs and passports, and that's digital payments. It's all connected, even with these electric cars, right? Which they're saying, oh, is fighting off pollution or whatever the fuck lies they, ushering out their pathetic mouths. But, the elites, that's what they do. They lie, they kill, destroy, and hey, scriptures say the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So when you see these things, man, don't be ignorant of it, you know? So it's their project. They got something called 2030, you see? And we just had the BRICS Summit 2024. They came up with a new currency. So it's easy for these banks to collapse and do away with paper money because the digital assets is already in play. They're just now in construction mode, so to speak. You see? All right. Anyway, um, and that's why they have these pilot programs. You know. But let's go to verse 13. He taketh. So they're not going to establish, like it says here, that their hands cannot perform the enterprise. They're not going to establish it. They might get a taste of it, when our temptation comes. And they cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive that digital device in their right hand or in their foreheads. And no man might buy or sell, say he had that digital currency, that idol. And that's full control. They control what you buy, when you buy it, where you buy it. If you say anything wrong in the text or whatever, they could freeze your assets. They showing you now. See? He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. They meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night. So that's, going back to even Psalms, the 83rd chapter, the secret counsels of the wicked, these elites, where they pass these laws and legislation, these bills, or whatever, in the dark, while the masses are distracted by the blood and circuses, by, entertainment, sports, or what's going on, celebrity gossip, right? That's why the majority of people is going to get caught like a thief in the night when shit collapses, when shit goes down. I'm telling you. That's when it's going to hit lightning speed. That's how quick this place is going to go down, as lightning. Let me see if there's some more here. I'm not going to go into the whole article. Lord willing, I'll put this article in the description box below. You could just see the headlines, and that's coming to America, man. I mean, in a sense where major cities will be in verge of collapses, and you're even seeing that now throughout this whole migrant situation. And don't forget those purge-like laws that was passed like about a year ago. where people can only get arrested for certain things, and only if they get caught, and they won't have, you know what I mean? So, these things slip the minds of the people. Hey, these people got so short attention span nowadays. It's like you remind them of something. Oh, okay, well, and they still don't even give a shit. Anyway, um, matter of fact, I got one more precept in mind. Because this is how, and even with these bunkers, millionaires in these bunkers, the Lord's going to destroy that. Read Amos the 9th chapter. Hold on, Salakia, Psalms 49. Amos the 9th chapter tells you that. Right, Psalms 49 and 11. Okay. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. Their establishments, what they build, right? They think that they just gonna, continue doing what they're doing, survive World War III, and then keep it building up. No. And their dwelling places to all generations, they call their lands after their own names. And that's showing you right there who's the ones that destroys cities and governments and then rebuilds it and names it after their own fucking brands and their names. Look in the Slovakia. Look at the European countries, the lands, the names of the streets. Over here in America, the names of the colleges, the names of this and that. Which we know it was stolen by blood, from the natives. So, process of elimination. Showing you who the wicked is. Anyway, with that, I hope this was edifying, straight to the point. Just wanted to blow the trumpet on this. Till next time, I'm going to say shalom.